Thank you to Tom and Scott and James. Pleasure to be here. And thank you for EJ and Joanne. This is a painting by Philip Maltman called Little Big One. And with his permission, I've written a little poem. Low rain, weather depression. Fifth to root for chorus, third to root for verse. If you liked it, you should have put a ring on it. You should have inspired it. Imagine. The grey is the hardware for the wired heart. Avant-garde Hindu position. Man stands as tree. Woman sits off as woodpecker. Feather. Father. Withdrawal of the first completer. And the mechanism of the bloodline which made the pattern. Who made the wall in the white nest's eye? This next poem is called Bird Sense, and it's for Edward Snowden. Naked together among the hoods, the songbirds give a brief history of luck and how to read graveyards. The hungry city is a diary of dog walkers and feral, timid souls. Rousseau was wrong. What it means to be human is a gossip from the forest of a silent state. Manage your office politics. What has nature ever done for us but eat and run? And examine life bears witness to living and thinking sound asleep. In the hour between dog and wolf, are you smart enough to work for Google? Walking home, the fish in my ear kills the middle-class dream of Britain's heritage pubs. War is dead, long live war, and 7 deadly sins. The theory that would not die lingers on, and beauties in the beast run wild. This next piece is called Princess of Flexible Bamboo Scattering Light. Resisting the gloss of love's wide-eyed lens, scooping deep into my self-help muesli, I know I must change my life or otherwise perish. Why does nearly every evening summon us to feelings in the hanging gardens of late capitalism? Maltha, gilsonite, and bitumen encircle the mountainous situation of my innerscape. Olive, oak, tamarisk, juniper, bamboo, the flowering perennial evergreen of my namesake. See me as bull, as ram, as man or mollusk, or I must become my own angleworm and fish myself silly. The next piece that I asked Tom to put on in a second is called Got to Get Your Love. And the music is by Tony Conrad. The next piece is a collaboration that I did with the video artist Mari Lafferty. So we'll just play it now. In the third age, guilt, blindfolded, a clasp, stitches, or the like. Redden, the wager. The ethereal juice in the vein of the gods. Gold lace. Fosser. Non-breakable. Athletic. Adrift. This poem is called Levels of Cognizance. Seeing things. Conceive our eyes to the ledge. Join the 6 to 7 million cohorts of high mystery, beguilers of all carnal stenographers. So, the tyranny of radiant vision leans back, bathing in vivid historical dreams. The books moss over and over. Knowing things. What, finally, do we elongate ourselves for? A swoonier, more sublime eraser? Or a more gullible history longing to loosen voluptuous deficits in wonky airs? Hearing things. Stirred. Melted. Yielding orifice always open for business. Invasion by unspeakable loss and bliss. Feeling things. Not in ideas, but in feelings. Believing things. Text itself. Psychic needs. Art and culture. Beauty. The other. Mia Farrow. Standing back. Hairlines. Knowingness. I. Books. Style. Style. This poem is called Regimen. In long vitrines, vermilion carp hold out for big money. Milky fluorescence on off-cream tiles. 8 botany guides on oat brown shelf with oxidized pickle green brackets. Orange audio cable tubes into pale gray machine as vellum white plane emissions stripe little blue sky on Skype chat. Marion, you're wonderfully welcome. A sound in yellow sun slumber awaits blue watering can. Eyelids shut to pink, red, pale pink, red, pink tree shadow shade. Open, new window. Scarecrow in faded Prussian blue smock remembers as a former fat child. In beryl green scallop, rose-tinted swimming suit, Crimea. Black pipe. Upturned wheelbarrow painted 9 on side. Neon orange dot turns lime green at full charge. Madder lunchbox with 3 Tyrian purple plums and salmon pink nay lingonberry kaftan. I'm going to read from a forthcoming chapbook called Allegories from My Kitchen, which is also published by South Press. Morning. The morning is sticky, yellow, and grey. I reach into my boxy, and what do I find there? Soxy. The frequent cat sits outside the window and peers in and in. I dislike its sensuous lips all over again. The kettle is in a huff and the eggs griddle. A small and mad insect circles the coffee jar lid. Pinching the plates between pinky and thumb, I dip them one by one into the water, which undulates with fresh promise. Life is a kind of theatre where the characters sing or dance most or all of the time. Peaches. 6 peaches in a box, cradled by fleshy false leaves. Extricating the fruits from their holders, I place them hastily in a bowl. What do you want to do? I ask the 6 foals, now unburdened of their charges. I gesture to the whole wide world, but I know that their destiny had been wholly shaped by their capabilities. The key is not at home in the lock, it is imprisoned in it. And as the key was made for the lock, the foam had been made for the peach, and now peachless, they lie there numb and insignificant. Pancake. Oh, the horror vacui of a vintage pancake in the crevice between refrigerator and wall. I call my reliable caulker, and she arrives after lunchtime with an armful of smooshable foodstuffs, eventually electing pancakes as her most preferred medium. Chicken. I invite over C, with whom I've been experiencing considerable misunderstandings. It seemed to me, though I confess to being prone to dramatic analogies, that we had fallen into a cold and inhospitable well where the luminous circle of kinship is but a distant vision. I say to C, let's pretend to be toddler twins placed suddenly in the driver's seat of a train making its way up the Hudson River Valley. All right, C says. We voice the stops at the approach, attempting unison, watching each other's mouths carefully to see when the tongue would hit the palate. But due to the stubborn paces of her speaking, unaccustomed to such forced twinning, the destinations are never synchronized and come out as ghostly echoes of each intention. Yonkers, Ossining, Garrison, Cold Spring. At Poughkeepsie, we disembarked for food at Janet's Chicken Shack, ordering a takeaway with a few extra forks. Evening arrives, and the wind feels unexpectedly clean on my skin. The purpling hills tickle the trains rattling gladly home. E-O, E-O. Then the mist arrives, making itself comfortable in a riverbank. Listening to the distant revving of the motorcycles on the highway, I am suddenly punctured by sadness. Our food grows cold. So this is your past, C says, making 3 dotted perforations on the chicken's surface. One part, I say bravely, and place the chicken into the resuscitation oven. Pickles and jam. Is this futile, me brining your foods? In the dream, I lick the interior of your computer with broad concern. I want to make sincere pickles, and for this reason, all of those carrots will be exfoliated. I can assure you that with cynical friends, I'm no happier, just more swayed by arguments for the contrary situation jam band. Fondant cake. This fondant cake is here for you. A crisp, almost brittle crust, and a rich and dark crumb. Also, this grief bacon. Radio. Following reporting the news item that made him chuckle, the radio presenter adjusts his pathos to say that a baby has fallen out of an 11th floor window but has survived with minor injuries. He only changed mode, H says, to create the dramatic tension of the dead baby and the live baby. Yes, V says, the presenter is an auteur. He wants to stiffen us in order to relax us. The baby survived because it is cushy, Kay says. The baby, unlike the listener, has no expectations. It never stiffens itself. When it fell, it was loose, and its looseness saved it. I moisten the tip of my baguette with melted ice water from my cup. This is my last poem. Thank you for listening. It's called Temple. Where I am, someone is there in the dark. To belong to the word right, I had to not understand, nor question myself the light desire that attracts my gaze. Like an avid moment disrupting, but often said, knowing just imperious power. Thank you.